In the last session, we have learned how to prepare the balance sheet. In this session, we'll take up problem number 1 on financial statements of company. Let's see what the problem says. D Limited has an authorized capital of rupees 50 lakhs. Authorized capital means what? Registered capital. Registered capital means when a company starts its business, how much capital must be raised by the company? The maximum limit will be fixed by the ROC. That maximum limit fixed is called as authorized capital. So that authorized capital is 50 lakhs divided into equity shares of 100 each. 50 lakhs, each share of 100 each. The company invited applications for 40,000 shares. Actually, how many shares the company can issue? 50 lakh rupees each of 100. That means company can issue as per the ROC permission 50,000 shares. But they are issuing how much? 40,000. That is called as issued capital. What is the 40,000 called as? Issued capital. Applications for 36,000 shares were received. See, issued capital means what? Of the authorized, how much is offered to the public to purchase, that is issued. Of that offered, of that issued, how much is purchased by the public, that is called as subscribed capital. Authorized here is 50,000 shares. Issued is 40, but how much are applications received? Only 36,000. So your subscribed capital is 36,000. Further, all calls were made and duly received. That means 100 rupees are duly received except on 500 shares, on which final call of rupees 20 was unpaid. That means out of this 36,000, on full 36,000 you have not received the money. We have received full money only on 35,500 shares. Because on this 500, 20 rupees is unpaid. Of which 200 shares are forfeited, cancelled by the company. Of their 500, they are not forfeited full 500. How much are forfeited? Only 200. We have to show only how share capital appears in the balance sheet of the company. How share capital appears? Here is the solution. In the books of D Limited, when you prepare the balance sheet, equity and liabilities in the shareholders fund, we take share capital. This is how it appears, but the amount to be taken must be shown by preparing a working note on share capital, in which we have to show each and every capital, how much is authorized, issued, subscribed, everything must be shown. Let's see how to prepare it. When you prepare a note with the particulars and one amount column, we'll show here as authorized capital. How much is the authorized capital? 50 lakh rupees, each share of 100 each. So we know that there are 50,000 equity shares, 50 lakh rupees. Authorized capital is not the amount that is collected. It is just the maximum limit fixed by the ROC. So this authorized capital cannot be included in the total. Once you take authorized capital, close it so that it is not totaled. Now, out of 50,000, how many shares are issued to the public? 40,000. That is what we call it as issued capital. Issued capital is of 40,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. The amount comes to rupees 40 lakhs. Now again, this is issued capital. Not to be included in the total. What we include in total? The capital that is purchased by the public. Subscribed of that paid up is how much? That is what we are going to include. Now, out of 40, how much are shares purchased by the public? Applications received means that many shares are purchased. 36,000. But full 36,000 shares, on full 36 we have not received the money. We have received the money, only full money on 35,500 shares. So let's see how to record this. Yeah. how we record the subscribed capital. Subscribed and fully paid up capital is only of 35,500 shares. Because on 500 shares, final call is not received. 35,500 equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid. 35,50,000 is the money what the company has collected. Subscribed but not fully paid up. How much are those? 500. But see, here we have taken 300. Why? Because of that 500, 200 are forfeited. We'll see what should be the 200. So out of 500, the shares which are cancelled, we'll keep it aside. We'll deal only with the remaining 300 shares of rupees 100 each fully called. 30,000. Fully called means called at 100 rupees. 300 into 100. But of that, how much amount is not received? 20. Less calls in arrears. On that 320 rupees unpaid, 6,000. So out of this 30,000, how much is the money already collected? 24,000. Now, forfeited shares, 200. Of that 100 rupees, 20 rupees we have not received. So how much amount we have already received? 80. Amount received, your balance, your capital balance will increase. That is the reason why we add it. 200 into 80. On these 200 shares, 20 rupees are not received. That means 80 are received. 16. 24,000 received here. 16 here. Total amount received is 40,000. I repeat. Total on 500 shares, 20 rupees are unpaid. How we have adjusted? See, 200 are forfeited. So on that 300 we have shown fully called up 30,000. Of that arrears 20. Of that 36,000 we have not received. So how much is the amount received? 24. The shares which are forfeited, on that 80 is already received. So 24 and 60 what we get is 40,000. Now let us total the capital. The total what we get is 35,90,000. Authorized and issued not to be included because authorized is the maximum limit. Issued are the shares offered to the public. Of that, how much cash is received, that is what we have to record. In this case, if the shares were not forfeited, we would have taken here 500 equity shares of 100 each, 50,000. Calls in arrears from 500 into 20, we would have minus. And then amount in the outer column. Since they have done forfeiture, we are showing it. Separate as, see, you do it separately or the basic part. 500 into 100, 50,000. 520, 10, 50 minus 10, 40. Answer will be same. But when it is forfeited, that forfeiture part separate must be shown. That is the reason why we have done it. Total of capital is how much? 35,90,000. In front of share capital, note number 1. 35,90,000. See in the problem what is asked. We get such things in the exam. Show how share capital appears in the balance sheet of the company. How share capital appears? This is how it appears. At 35,90,000. Explanation for that will be in the note. This is how the problem is to be done. So in this session we have completed the first problem on financial statements of company. In the next session we'll take up problem number 2. Thank you.